All right, I think we're good. I think all the technical problems are out of the way. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, you're right.
All right, well, listen, before we even get started, I want to apologize. I want to admit that I may have been in the wrong. I may have said a couple things that were a little too much. And I would like to apologize to you guys, and I would like to be the bigger man here and extend the olive branch, so to speak. Um, and if you guys are willing to do that and start over with a clean slate, I am too.
Nope, not interested. No clean.
Of course you take back your meaningless words. You are afraid.
Well,
Here.
again, I try to be the bigger man, and obviously that's not going to get me anywhere with you guys. So let's jump right into it. You two are the AXW Tag Team Champions of the world. And I bet you guys feel like you're on cloud 9 right now. So let's get into that. How does it feel being the Tag Team Champions of the world?
Excellent. We're right where we're supposed to be. Isn't that right, Agony?
They belonged to us long before, and they will be ours for longer still.
My thoughts.
Well, again, you guys are facing Ed and Laszlo in about 2 weeks for those tag team titles. And now, listen, I'm not going to sit there and admit that, you guys are right about what you said. But yeah, I mean, I have a little bit more respect for people who don't cheat to win their matches as opposed to those who do. Now, you guys are facing Ed and Laszlo on September 16th at Battlefield X. Do you guys have any words that you want to say to Ed and Laszlo? Any final words before you get into that conflict again?
I don't think it's very wise for them to step back in the ring with us. But like I said, we'll gladly do it again and again and again until they get the message that we will do whatever is necessary to get what we want. You call it cheating. I call it the means to an end. It's not cheating.
What joy is there in the hunt when your prey is weak? Eddie and Laszlo are mighty, and by taking them and taking what is theirs and making it ours, we have mastered them, and we will do so again.
Well, I've spoken to Ed and I've spoken to Laszlo, and they have other plans for you guys. I don't think they're going to be caught off guard this time by you two like they were last time. Now, again, you bring out those chains and the game completely changes. But this time there's no weapons allowed at ringside. So do you guys have a different strategy or what here? Well, let's peek at your game here.
What makes you think that we'll follow the rules? What makes you think that?
Well, I mean, I know you guys don't follow the rules, and I know that you guys do your own thing and you guys play by your own book, and that's understandable. But if you guys want to be treated as a respectful tag team, maybe just once or twice in your lives you could try just playing by the rules, and maybe people would have a little bit more respect for you guys as tag team champions.
Do you know who makes the rules?
Who makes the rules?
Masters.
That's right, not the peasants, the masters.
The beasts obey the laws of nature as they were dictated. They do not create their own.
I feel like AXW management would have something to say about that. But again, I know you guys play to the tune of your own drum, and that's the reason why you guys are the AXW tag champions. But besides the fact that I think you guys are still dirty cheats, let's get on to the next thing. I want to know, how does the Beastmasters come about? Where did the Beastmasters start from?
Agony, I'll take this one. The Beastmasters came about from the original Beastmaster, Nick Steele, my former mentor. And the only reason why he's my former mentor is because Nick is no longer with us. He passed on to the other world. And I wanted to honor his memory and carry on the Beastmaster. But it was such a great legacy. I was fine with bestowing that name onto another. And that's where Agony plays into this all. Isn't that right, Agony?
Gratitude in abundance.
Well,
I actually got into the ring with the original Beastmaster. And it was a 15-minute battle where he beat me to a bloody pulp. And it was the best experience of my life. And I will always treasure that beating. He taught me so much that day. And I've carried that beating since then. And I will give that beating to anybody who gets in the ring with me. Do you want to get in the ring with me, Matty Smackdown?
I'm not trained, so I can't. That's a liability issue. But if you know what, I'll tell you this. I've been in the ring before, and I've decided it's not for me. I got to step into the ring with one of the all-time greats, Alpha Jr., and unfortunately, it did not end in my favor. So I no longer need to be in the ring. I'm content being on the other side. I'm content doing what I'm doing right here and right now.
Well, let's get something straight here. You're at the bottom of the food chain. There's the bottom of the food chain, and then you're down here. So when you got tough with Agony and I, what were you thinking? What were you possibly thinking?
Well, there was a couple things that I was thinking. I was thinking, one, how can I get under the skin of the mighty Beastmasters? And I mean, clearly it worked. But at the same time, I was thinking, nobody has the balls to step up to these guys and tell them to their faces that they're dirty, lying cheats who rely on those chains and their Jason mask, which, by the way, since you guys don't have yours, I have two right here for you guys. You guys don't have your knockoff Jason mask. You don't have your chains, But I wanted to say this stuff to your face, and I wanted to make sure, and even though I can't say it to your face right now, I'll definitely say it to your face on September 16th at Legends, and if you're not at Legends, I'll say it to you at Battlefield X. And if you're not at Battlefield X, then I know you're scared of Ed and Laszlo.
It's your funeral. It's your funeral if you show up. If you show up at the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse, it's your funeral.
This delights me.
I bet it does. I'm sure it does. You're awful quiet down there. And it's clear who wears the pants in this relationship. But that's besides the point. A couple more questions I want to ask you here. Now, this is a question I asked you in my promo. How does it feel knowing that without those chains, you guys wouldn't be the tag team champions? If you didn't blindside Ed and Laszlo, you guys wouldn't be the tag team champions.
Do you realize that we were chased with an axe?
I do. That's because you bought this chain.
Wrapped in barbed wire.
You have selective sight, Matty.
I've been accused a time or two, I can tell you that much. But it doesn't change the fact that, Ed only bought that axe out because you guys decided you were going to use those chains. And then in the first time you guys met, you guys couldn't get the job done, so you wound up just brawling all over the place. Second time you had to cheat to win. And the third time, and another thing is, where do you guys get off attacking security guards who were just trying to do their jobs? What was the deal with that? Those guys were just trying to do their jobs. They got to feed their families, and you guys attacked them.
Let me make something perfectly clear, Matty. If anyone puts their hands on me, they're done. I'm dropping them. I don't care if it's a security guard. I don't care if it's an AXW wrestler. I don't care if it's Kevin Kelly himself. I'll drop them. Family or no family, as you put it.
I hope it's a podcast host.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, hold up. There's a lot more different podcast hosts that deserve to get their asses whooped besides me. Now, hold on now. But again, I will tell you this. September 16th, if you guys can catch me, I'll be there. And it may be my funeral, but it ain't me going in that box. So,
please put this man in his place.
I would need to understand his dictation. It's his funeral, but he's not in the box.
yeah, because people are going to show up for the funeral, but it's not going to be, it's going to be my funeral marketed as my funeral. But at the end of the day, once you guys get beat, it's going to be you two getting put in that box going 6 feet under.
But it's your funeral.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. We'll call it my funeral. But in theory, it's just a mask for what's going to be happening to you guys. Because, like I said, I spoke to Ed and Laszlo, and they're not happy at all about the way you guys cheated them out, about the way you guys attacked security, about the way that you guys barked at the fans. There's just, you know, like I said before, there's certain things you can do and you can't do. And if you want to be treated as a respectful tag team in AXW, you guys are going to have to, you know, maybe not do some of the evil, nasty things that you do. And I know that's in your nature. I know you guys are about 3 steps off from cannibals. But if you would just play within the rules.
Hold the phone. You spoke to Ed and Laszlo, so you're friends, I take it?
So to speak.
Okay. Don't you see the bias here? Aren't you supposed to be neutral in all this? You were a quote-unquote professional podcaster.
Well, I can tell you this much. I've never been professional a day in my life. But I also, again, like I reiterated before, I have a respect for people who play by the rules, and I have a respect for people who treat me with respect. And Ed came to me, and Ed's been treating me with nothing but respect. And then the first time I hear from you guys, it's you, Payne, barking at me, demanding an audience from me. So I don't think, it's not a matter of being biased. It's just a matter of who I have respect for and who I don't have respect for. And right now, you two as champions, I don't have that respect.
We do not require your respect.
What kind of a world do you live in, Matty? Do you think that this world, people get ahead by following the rules? They don't.
Occasionally.
They don't get ahead by following the rules. We're just playing with the cards that we were dealt. Okay? Life's not fair. Wrestling is not fair. And if you want something, you do whatever it takes. Stop with this fake nonsense, this fake reality. It's not reality. You do what's necessary.
It may not be reality in Castle Grayskull over there for you guys, but it's reality in the real world. That gets you absolutely nowhere. And I mean, in theory, it got you the AXW Tag Team Championships. I'll give you guys that. You guys got the championships. But what more do you want from Ed and Laszlo? What more do you want from AXW? What more can you take from AXW?
We require nothing from Ed and Laszlo. They have served their purpose. What we require is from AXW is worthy opponents like Ed and Laszlo. They brought great
you guys like to step into the ring with?
Anyone. Give us your mightiest warriors.
So would you guys be going in the ring with the Golden Era, Chocolate City, you know, people who, again, maybe not Golden Era as much as Chocolate City, but people who, again, play by the rules and get things in life?
Everyone with their silly names can come and be slain by the Beastmasters.
That's a very bold statement to make, Agony. Very bold indeed. And it may be a foolish one because one of these days I have a feeling that you guys will get your comeuppance. I don't know when it will be. Hopefully it'll be September 16th. But you guys one day are going to get your comeuppance. And then what? What happens when Pain and Agony lose the tag? What are you doing? What are you doing over there?
I'm thirsty. Time for a little blood. Delicious.
Ugh. I don't even want to ask what kind of blood. That was, oh God.
What are you drinking?
Water, like a normal human. And a banana occasionally. I have a banana here. I don't drink a banana, but you just drink blood. That's not normal.
Who says I want to be normal?
I don't think anybody everybody who knows you guys ain't normal, but drinking blood? What are you, a vampire?
It's delicious.
Particularly the blood of enemies that we've slain is particularly tasty.
So was that Edward Laszlo's blood, or is that, just...
Oh, we have not yet drawn their blood. You will see it when we draw their blood. They've left us no choice.
They left you no choice. Well, again, with the your weapons barred from ringside, I would like to see how you're going to attempt to do that. Because I don't think without those chains that you guys are going to get the job done. But again, we'll reiterate, what happens to the Beastmasters when you guys lose those tag team champions?
Lose?
You are starting to grow on me. You have humor.
What?
Do you even think we're going into September 16th at the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse? Do you think that losing is even an option?
I mean,
not even a possibility.
In all technicality, I mean, it could happen. One of you guys slips up, or it could happen. Ed and Laszlo, they got a couple tricks up their sleeve, and I'm sure you guys do as well. But again, so what you're telling me is you guys think you're unbeatable. You can't be slayed, so to speak. So you don't think that somebody eventually is going to step up with a little bit more aggression, a little bit more hunger for gold besides you guys, and they're going to sweep you guys aside and take those titles?
Nobody can match the hunger of the Beastmasters. Let's get that straight. Who amongst the competitors in AXW come from the most dangerous jungle in professional wrestling?
Cabana Man Dan?
None of them do.
Not even Cabana Man Dan?
Silly names. More of the silly names.
Hey, listen, I didn't name him, man. He came up with it himself.
When someone, if someone, were to match the ferocity, to match the aggression and the natural selection that makes the Beastmasters champions, if we were to lose, it would be natural. But I do not know who is capable.
No, that's a very fair response. I appreciate that, Agony. Thank you for not screaming at me like somebody. Thank you. So, again, you guys think that you're unbeatable. And I mean, I would too if I was on top of the world like that. If I was champion of anything, like, I had to have that belt behind me custom made. You guys actually went out and won a damn title. So,
I challenge you for your custom made belt.
You challenge for this?
Yes.
Well, you're going to have to challenge Ronnie Moses for it because he won it earlier. So you're going to have to challenge him. So,
find me this Ron Moses and I will challenge.
All right, well, he does have a tag team partner, so I mean, job security versus the Beastmasters, that would definitely be a great match to see. So maybe somewhere down the
job
line.
security.
It would be our pleasure.
We have we not beaten them yet?
I don't think so.
If we have not, we shall.
Fair enough. But yeah, this, I mean, if you want to challenge for this, you can step right up to Ronnie Moses. He won it earlier. You can challenge him for it. That is perfectly okay with me. But I can tell you this, Ronnie, in his one finger, has more integrity towards professional wrestling than you two do in your entire collective bodies.
We shall see.
Matty. You just keep digging that grave deeper and deeper, don't you?
Yeah, I've been accused a time or two of shooting myself in the foot, and this may be a case of that. But I'm not going to stand and let you guys
walk.
I'm not going to stand here and let you guys just
bully. Are your feet even intact? Are they intact?
Well, listen, Agony. I'm going to have to ask you. You're up here with the yelling. I'm going to have to ask you to. Or, I'm sorry, not Agony. Pain. I'm going to have to ask you to calm down and stop yelling at me, man.
Whoa! Do not get us confused, okay? You think
you look very different.
Well, I don't know. We're both. Well, I don't even want to say the B word. That really gets
beastly.
No, not that, Agony. The other B word.
Brawny.
Bastards?
Matty?
Buff.
Cut out. Right now, this is between me and my tag team partner. Agony.
Ballsy.
The other B word.
Yes, I have chosen to leave behind the weakness of hair follicles.
So you guys are admitting that you're bald bastards.
It would be hard to deny, wouldn't it?
I mean, yeah. But you guys seem to be so upset when Ed said it, but now you guys are embracing it.
No.
Both Ed and Laszlo will know baldness soon. That's not a threat. I'm saying they're losing their hair.
Oh, I understand. They were going to shave them bald after the match. I was like,
the
well, what
stress of fatherhood, of being a baby daddy, can lead to.
Well, thank God I never had that problem. Hopefully, it never will. But it's great to see that you guys are embracing that male pattern baldness is a thing, and apparently, like I said, over in Castle Grayskull, it comes natural, which is understandable. But you guys talked about your.
Well, I get my hands on you September 16th, and I just so happened to get rid of those luscious locks of yours. Yeah. What's to say that I take out my blade and begin to get rid of that hair? Be careful what you ask for, Matty. You just might get it.
I would enjoy a matte skin rug in the den of the Beastmasters.
Well, a matte skin rug costs a lot of money where I come from. So, I mean, yeah, you're more than willing to try. Like I said, I will be seeing. What, are you drinking blood too?
I finished earlier.
Oh, okay. I'll be more than willing to see you guys face to face, because unlike the people in AXW and unlike management, unlike all the fans in that building, I said it before, you guys don't scare me that much. I mean, I said before you didn't scare me at all, but now you don't scare me that much. There's a little, the blood drinking thing was a little much. That was a little weird. To say.
Perhaps we are arriving at an understanding.
I think we may be, and I don't like it at all. But I do understand that you guys are You guys are big, bad, scary, tough dudes. There's no denying that. Not at all. You guys are two of the biggest, baddest, craziest dudes I've ever seen in a professional wrestling ring. And as much as it hurts me to glorify you guys are good at what you do, despite the fact that you're dirty cheats. But I do like what you guys do, other than the fact that you guys have to cheat all the time. You guys go in there, you don't take no crap from nobody, including myself, and I respect that. And I just want to know, where does the Beastmasters lie in the future? Where can people go to see the Beastmasters? Because the world wants to see you guys. I want you guys to be seen by a bigger audience, and you've demanded this audience, and now I'm giving it to you. I want the world to know where they can find the Beastmasters.
I think Agony and I need to discuss that further.
Wherever there is worthy prey, for certain.
Indeed. Indeed.
That is fair enough. Now, for you guys, I've seen you guys share the ring with some of the biggest names in the past. Is there anybody who you would really like, past, present, any tag team, living, deceased, that you guys would have loved to step in the ring with during their prime?
I have always been partial to the Impact players. A brilliant blend of technical prowess and wanton disregard for the rules and to embrace chaos. And Dawn Marie.
I can agree with you on that one.
They were the portrait of a perfect tag team, and we would have done mighty battle.
Payne?
There's no doubt that we were inspired by Demolition. It would be magnificent if the Beastmasters and Demolition went head to head.
Worthy.
Well, Demolition is arguably one of the greatest tag teams of all time, and they, just like you guys, had a blatant disregard for the rules, and they had weapons of their own. So I would love to have seen what would have happened if you guys would have butted heads. But that's in the past.
There would be casualties. There would be casualties.
I'm assuming the casualties would be in a great number, more than anyone could expect.
Well, like Demolition had 3, the Beastmasters have a yet-to-be-seen third Beastmaster outside of AXW. Further east, towards the shore, there is yet a third Beastmaster with championships, with pain. And there is no limit to the scope that we can cover between the 3 of us.
I thought 2 of you were bad. I can't imagine doing this with 3 of you. Good Lord. I have to sell my soul to the devil to get through that one. But, again, I do respect the fact that you guys go in there and you take what you want, you get what you want. And a part of me does have to give you props and respect that. Again, I wish you guys would do different methods, but at the same time, you know, you guys go in and you take what you want, and that's fine. Anybody who gets in your way becomes a casualty. Now, my question to you is September 16th at the Legends of Hamburg Fan Fest and Battlefield X, hell, even Waffle Mania. Are you guys going to be scoping out potential Beastmasters or potential opponents and potential prey the entire time? Or are you guys going to be dark and brooding off in the corner somewhere?
I don't do much brooding. I don't believe.
Agony has his methods, and I have mine. And as you can tell, I have no problem voicing my opinion, my tactics, my displeasurement. Like I said before,
Go ahead.
if anybody puts their hands on me, they're done. Legend,
So
legend,
now, go ahead.
you name it.
So I have it on good authority that the security guards that you guys attacked, they're recovered from their injuries, and they will be on hand all day at Battlefield and at Legends.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you provided us with a medical update.
And I have it under good authority that they've as well spoken to Ed and Laszlo. And I believe that you guys may be in jeopardy come Battlefield X.
Do explain.
Well, I don't want to reveal, a good magician never really reveals all of his secrets. But I do have it on good authority that even though Ed and Laszlo can't bring out their acts, I have a feeling they're going to be bringing the pain and agony in a different way to pain and agony.
So they would use underhanded tactics, and they would use outside interference, and you would support that.
Never said that. Never said they were going to use outside interference. I said that they will do whatever they have to, and that doesn't mean they're going to do underhanded tactics. That means they're going to go in there and they're going to whoop the brakes off you.
So what does that have to do with these security guards who are now healthy?
Well, the security guard is going to be on hand for that match, and I just assume that if you try to put your hands on them again, it may not work out so well for you guys.
What gives you the impression that the outcome would be different?
You think we're worried about a couple of security guards? Really?
I would be.
Oh, Agony, this podcaster. He is humorous. So humorous.
I've been told that a time or two. Thank you.
Ed and Laszlo shouldn't focus on security guards. Ed and Laszlo shouldn't focus on the Beastmasters. Ed and Laszlo should focus on Ed and Laszlo. Because I've noticed a weakness amongst them.
And what's that?
Laszlo, let me explain. Laszlo feels he needs to do the heavy lifting. Laszlo feels he needs to carry the burden amongst the two of them. This added pressure may sit well with him now, but over time, he will not like this. He will look at Eddie and over time despise Eddie for his lack of effort. You see, Agony and I, there are no concerns amongst the two of us. I know what I'm good at, and he knows what he's good at. And we distribute the pressure equally. But I don't see it distributed equally amongst Ed and Laszlo. Laszlo feels like he needs to take on more. He will resent Ed House over time. Maybe that resentment reaches a boiling point come September 16th.
The runt of the litter is often either killed or left behind. The sick, the old, the wounded in the pack are often left behind. There is no sick, wounded animal within the Beastmasters. However, that may be different from the team Baby Daddy.
Baby Daddy. Baby Daddy. How does a name like that instill intimidation in your opponent? It's pathetic.
Well, I don't know if it's meant to instill intimidation, but when you see Ed and you see Laszlo, they're two physical, imposing specimens. And I think that alone is enough to instill a little bit of fear into some people. Maybe not you guys, because I doubt you guys fear anything. Obviously, like I said, nail pattern baldness wasn't a problem for you guys. So, you know.
Oh.
They are athletic specimens. I have given them...
Can you refrain from using that word in this podcast? I already said it once. Now you're making me have to say it a second time.
Male pattern or baldness?
Refrain from using the B word. Please. That grave just keeps on getting lower and lower. Sorry, Agony, you were trying to say something, but he just keeps on using that word.
As long as you can vent your frustrations, brother.
You know I do, and you know I can.
I have said numerous times, and I will not have to say again, Eddie and Laszlo are athletic specimens. They are worthy opponents. They are not to be feared. We have defeated them. We have taken from them. They have never defeated us.
Because you cheated.
Oh.
But that's okay. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you can see it all go down September 16th live from the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse, Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Battlefield X, American Excellence Wrestling. No weapons at ringside allowed. Team Baby Daddy, Ed House, and Laszlo versus the Beastmasters, Pain and Agony for the AXW Tag Team Champions. And if Ronnie gets in the way, that title may be on the line as well with Agony. We don't know yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. However,
we'll take it. Another trophy for our layer. Right, Agony?
Absolutely.
There's plenty of room. There's plenty of room.
Plenty of room for this bad boy?
Not to say we don't have plenty of trophies.
It is getting crowded, but we'll make room.
We'll make room.
So you'll make room for this bad boy right here?
I have no doubt.
I would love to see you guys try to come and take it. And you guys can try to come and take it.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh, I'm not wishing it. I'm wanting it. I want you guys to try to come take this.
You want it? Oh, Agony, he wants it. He wants to meet his demise.
Who are we to keep him from it?
Why? Why, Agony? Why? Why do they poke the bears? Why?
I cannot speak for the small-mindedness of certain individuals. I just know that if what they desire is to be beaten, then they shall.
Listen, I'll be sitting ringside, so if you guys want to try it, you guys are more than welcome to, because I would love to watch the Beastmasters, the AXW Tag Team Champions, and two of my favorite bald people try to come and get their hands on this. You guys can try.
Trying is for losers.
I will follow.
Agony and I don't try. We do. And what we'll do is end you when we see you take that trophy, add it to our lair, and I have no doubt that we'll get the job done. Just like I have no doubt that we're going to get the job done come September 16th when we get back in the ring with Laszlo and Eddie one more time.
Now, I want to ask you guys one more question about that match. Now that there's no weapons at ringside, you know, do you think no, hold on. Do you think that it's management out to get you? That they don't want you to have your weapons at ringside? Or do you think that, you know, maybe they think you guys are too dangerous and they know that you guys are going to cheat with those chains?
I believe it is to justify our championship tenure with small-minded fools like yourself. We will defeat them twice, consecutively, without weapons, and we will not become champions. We will retain our championship for as long as we so desire.
See, Agony, that's why refrain from water. You took a sip before, and you totally forgot that we're the champions. Stick with the blood, my friend. It will keep you mentally locked in. That's where I want you.
I need more.
You do need more.
I'm out.
Head back to the woods. Hunt down prey. Collect more blood.
Y'all are sick.
Oh, you have no idea, Matty Smackdown.
I don't want to have an idea. The drinking of the blood was enough.
But I think you do. Why do I get the sense you do want to know? Maybe
you're coming to an understanding, Matty.
Maybe this just dawned on me, Agony. Maybe as his life flashes before his eyes when we get our hands on Matty Smackdown, he will realize that our path is the path. Not the path that Ed and Laszlo venture on, but the path of the Beastmasters. And he's been missing out all this time. What do you say, Matty Smackdown?
I have a question about that. If you know, just hypothetically speaking, if I did have to follow the path of the Beastmasters, would I have to be bald?
Yes.
Oh.
We can take care of that, as I said.
I don't know if I want to travel that path then. I like having hair. Look at this. I like this. Messed up as it looked there. I don't want to
that would be fitting in the library. The mat skin rug.
Oh, I told you before, that's expensive. That's expensive. You can't have that. And you can't have this either. I'm telling you. You can't have this either. But if you want it, you're more than willing to try to come and take it.
Oh, try. See, again, you use the word try. The Beastmasters, we don't try. We do. We take what we want. By any means necessary. Why do I have to keep repeating myself, Matty Smackdown?
Because, like I said in the past,
the podcaster would listen to his guests and remember the words that they speak.
Well, again, nowhere near anywhere professional is where I am. But everything you guys have kind of told me has just been kind of going in one ear and right out the other. Because again, you know, I feel as if you guys were a little bit more, you know, respectable as tag team champions. Maybe I'd listen to you guys a little bit more. But We'll see how respectable you guys get when there's no weapons at ringside. We'll see how respectable. Go ahead.
Agony, do you want to take this? I know where I want to go with this, but I'll give you the floor, my friend.
In the tradition of repeating ourselves on this podcast, 2 consecutive falls. We need no weapons. We are the weapons.
But you used weapons in the last match.
So did they.
Well, you didn't technically use them. I mean, I seen you guys running like pansies around the ring when Ed was chasing you, but other than that...
Wow.
Feeble-minded. You did not see the plan unfold.
Right.
To perfection, yielding the prizes. Everything a moving part in the snare that caught our prey.
So, Matty, this has just, you've taken this to a whole other level. Burying you will not do. We have to incinerate you. Pansies? Are you serious?
Why waste all that flesh?
What's that supposed to mean?
We have to incinerate you.
There's so much to use.
There's nothing to use. Look at him.
I still want my rug.
Fair. Fair.
Burn the rest.
Take the hair, burn the rest.
Take the hair, put it up on your heads because you guys need it.
Oh, God.
I need no such thing.
The Hood say otherwise. But at the risk of digging this hole any deeper, I don't want to keep anybody else waiting because I'm already on like death sentence with you guys. I don't want to keep anybody else waiting. So with that in mind, Payback is about to start. I know a lot of people are going to be tuning into that. I'm not going to ask you guys any questions about Payback because I doubt you guys even would consider anything from another promotion, let alone AXW right now, because your main focus is defending those tag team titles. Because if you guys slip up, you're going to lose those tag team titles. But you talked about the weakness between Ed and Laszlo. And I feel like you're just blowing smoke, trying to get inside the head, trying to pit those two against one another. And I understand why. I would too if I was afraid. But
you are funny, Matty Smackdown.
Thank you.
I was kidding.
I take that back. I do not thank you.
Although the humorous is a bone that can be used in numerous ways, we may save that as well.
You can have it. You can have it, Agony. I want to incinerate him.
Well, again, if you guys can catch me, I may not be a marathon sprinter, but if you guys can catch me, then you may have to, because this is not the last time you're going to hear me run my mouth. I can tell you that much. You're going to hear it clear as day.
Still considering being at the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse in person.
I would miss it.
After everything that's taken place between us, you're still considering putting your life on the line.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Like so many others, he is brave behind a computer screen. We shall see on the 16th.
Oh.
It's actually my phone screen. But, again, we'll see on the 16th, of course. So, with that in mind, fans of AXW, fans of the 3 fans that may exist of the Beastmasters, I want you guys to take everything you heard here today and make sure that you tune in. And if you don't tune in, make sure you're there September 16th, the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse for Battlefield X, because that is the night the Beastmasters will fall.
Oh. One last dig. Oh, funny.
I had to get it in there, but listen, again, I'll be the bigger man. It may be the night, May, and it's a very big May, very big May. The Beastmasters may ascend to greatness, and continue their reign as the AXW Tag Team Champions. But,
Well,
it's like Agony said.
if you
But-
see it that way, we just might spare your life.
An understanding.
Anything can happen in the world of professional wrestling. And maybe one day, maybe I will want to take the path of the Beastmasters. But until then, I enjoy having hair on my head. And as much as it pains me to say this, no pun intended, pain, as much as it pains me to say this, I appreciate you guys coming on here. And I was glad to have you guys. But make no mistake about it. This is not the last time you're going to hear me run my mouth. You're going to hear it live and in person, September 16th. So with that in mind, Beastmasters, I bid you guys adieu.
Enjoy your remaining days, Matty Smackdown.
I'll do my best.
You'll be comfortable on the floor of the den, I assure you.